If you're watching and wondering why you're awkwardly staring at me in my closet, I made a note in the chat that we'll start at around 3:35 as we see more people pop in. All right, we'll go ahead and get this party started. Um, Good afternoon. You are live in my master bedroom closet, which is where my office currently is. That my wife found out she was working at home long term first, and she claimed the better spot. So I got relegated up here by all of my comic books and crap. So apologies for you looking at uh, all of the random things in my closet. Um, I'm not the first person to kind of say this, but I'm very aware that this sucks. We've all been trapped inside for a long period of time. We've all been glued to screens, either doing schoolwork or if you're like most of my kids, claiming that you didn't see something get posted on Google Classroom or you forgot it was office hours. Um, but we've been doing a bunch of repetitive, boring crap. So when I sat in on the conference call when the NSDA announced that they were deciding to hold a virtual national tournament, it excited me a little bit because it gave me something to do. It gave me a sense of my normal back that, a lot of you have been missing the activity that you've dedicated, 1, 2, 3, 4 years of your life to. And it's been punishing, that a lot of you might feel like you were about to hit a stride, and like Lucy pulling the football away from Charlie Brown, that's how a lot of you felt with your seasons kind of going away. So I think the opportunity to bring back things to our nerd normal, or the ability to kind of use the power of our voices to perform, is something that is, you know, what folks like us kind of live for. So I want to thank a couple of people at the front end of this, and then I'll kind of tell you the order in which we'll go through things. But I want to thank the other members of the district committee, which are Matt Bear from Topeka West, and congratulations on the new baby. She's adorable. Tim Ellis from Washburn Rural, Mallory Rogowitz from Shawnee Heights, and Michelle Taylor from Silver Lake, who's probably in early stage get this baby out of me pregnancy. So hopefully things go well for you in soon times. As a committee, after the announcement was made that Nationals was going virtual, our number one focus was to make sure that you students, you competitors, would be scored in a fair and equitable manner, to ensure that anybody who believed they honestly had the chance or should go to Nationals gets to go to Nationals. So we spent some, considerable amounts of time setting up the applications that you all did, communicating with people to, show up and score things. So, next time you see a member of your district committee, or even your coaches who chimed in here and there, you can give them some lovely social distancing dap. But this sucks for all of us, and it was kind of a pain in the backside to help us figure this all out. The other people I would like to thank are the 5 coaches that viewed and scored all of your applications to determine the slate of national qualifiers. Joe Ball from Olathe South, Richard Belsky from Olathe North, Jamel Brown from Sumner Academy, Stephen Dubois from St. Thomas Aquinas, and Eric Skoglund from Olathe Northwest. So if you have been to our national qualifier before, you've heard me give this speech about how there are 2 awards assemblies. The first one, I will list all of the events in order that the tournaments would have happened. So we'll start with Congress here in a few moments. And then we'll start what I call the real awards ceremony, where you find out if people were in multiple qualifying positions, who the folks are that actually will be going in the different events that we're sending to nationals. If there are any coaches on here, and I know Rog is watching because she sent me a text calling me out for being stupid. You're right. But if my audio or video cuts out for any reason, send me a text and I'll try and figure out where I need to jump back to do this. And if you've got folks that missed the announcement, the live stream should be available to rewatch as soon as it concludes. It might take a little bit of time to process, but I will re-email out the link to all of the coaches, or I'll also post it on the Topeka High School Debate and Forensics Facebook page. That way you can watch it again or share it with people if you need to. I'll also make sure that when we can get back into schools, that I will get the awards that we have, all of the medals and plaques and whatnot. And I will find a way to get them to coaches when we can break social distancing protocols, and then you can pester them how they can get them to you. All right. So without further ado, we'll start with Congress, because that was supposed to happen when everything got shut down and yeeted out of existence. So we'll start with the House. In the House, all 6 individuals that I list off will qualify to attend the virtual nationals and figure out the mess that is online Congress. In 6th place from Shawnee Heights is Bo Miller. In fifth place from Topeka High School is Maddie Jakes. In fourth place from Washburn Rural is Trenton Wagner. In third place from Manhattan is Trinity Brockman. In second place, also from Manhattan, is Tanya Singh. And your champion of the application-based house from Washburn Rural is Caroline Little. Next up is the Senate. In third place from Manhattan is Sam DeLong. And your national qualifiers in Senate, in second place from Topeka High School is Anna Parker. And in first place from Seaman is Omni Pang Johnson. The second tournament that would have occurred in our April slate of qualifiers would have been Big Questions debate. So in sixth place in Big Questions is Kushal Mamilapalli from Topeka High. In fifth place, also from Topeka High, is Yvonne Canizales Panuco. In fourth place from Hayden is Sean McConnell. In third place from Topeka High is Anna Parker. In second place from Manhattan is Sam DeLong. And your champion in Big Questions debate is Maddie Jakes from Topeka High School. The next slate of tournaments up on the calendar would have been the LD Public Forum qualifier. And your two national qualifiers in Public Forum debate are Aditi Malay and Tanisha Maru and Kremenga, both from Washburn Rural. In LD, in third place from Topeka High School is Kate Blendon, and your two national qualifiers in LD, in second place is Eden Marstall from Manhattan, and your champion of the LD debates from Washburn Rural is Kaylin Sorton. For the rest of the events, all of the speech and interp events, I will just very simply list them in alphabetical order, and we'll go from there. So first on the block for the IEs is dramatic interpretation. In sixth place from Hayden is Bella Eisenbarth. In fifth place from Washburn Rural is Aiden Kent. In fourth place from Seaman is Peyton Sannon. In third place from Hayden is Ann Stegman. And your two national qualifiers are in second place, Eric Patterson from Seaman. And in first place, Danny Clough from Topeka High. Next up is duo. In fourth place in duo are Aiden Kent and Casey Schenk from Washburn Rural. In third place is Rachel Meyer and Max Vineyard from Washburn Rural. And your two national qualifiers in second place are Marcel Pryor and Nicholas Caney from Hayden. And in first place, Ann Stegman and Emma Tepley, also from Hayden. I gotta scroll up on my iPad to get to the next event. Next up is humorous interpretation. In fifth place is Mickey Moore from Silver Lake. In fourth place is Emma Tepley from Hayden. In third place is Dominic Layton from Seaman. And your two national qualifiers are in second place, Ryan Ward from Manhattan. And in first place, Rachel Meyer from Washburn Rural. In informative, in sixth place is Max Vineyard from Washburn Rural. In fifth place is Victor Rubio Flores from Topeka High. In fourth place is Bo Miller from Shawnee Heights. In third place from Washburn Rural is Logan Michael. And your two national qualifiers in Inform are in second place, Jaden Hamilton Parker from Washburn Rural, and in first place is Olivia Medrano, also from Washburn Rural. Next up is International Extemp. In International Extemp, in sixth place is Sam DeLong from Manhattan. In fifth place is Anna Parker from Topeka High. In fourth place is Maddie Jakes from Topeka High. In third place for Manhattan is Tanya Singh. And your two national qualifiers in International Extemp are in second place, Omni Peng Johnson from Seaman, and in first place, Jacob Gernon from Topeka High. In Oration, in sixth place from Manhattan is Kayla Lay. In fifth place from Topeka West is Kyle Tradio. In fourth place from Topeka High is Danny Clough. In third place from Shawnee Heights is McKenna Moten. And your national qualifiers in Oration are in second place, Marcel Pryor from Hayden. And in first place, Cole Vandeveld from Washburn Rural. We've got two more, and then you find out the real national qualifiers. Next up is Poi. In sixth place in Poi from Topeka High School is Nate Routsong. In fourth place from Shawnee Heights is Shelton Burns. From Seaman is Peyton Sannon. And your national qualifiers in Poi, in second place is Eric Patterson from Seaman. And in first place is Elias Mosier, also from Seaman. Finally, in United States Extemp, in sixth place from Topeka High School, Shaul Mamilapali. In fifth place, Topeka High School is Victor Rubio Flores. In fourth place from Washburn Rural is Olivia Cook. In third place from Manhattan is Trinity Brockman. Your two national qualifiers in United States Extemp are in second place, Olivia Talbert from Shawnee Heights. And in first place is Caroline Little from Washburn Rural. So here are the real national qualifiers. Most of you are aware that the NSDA says that you can only go in one event. Coaches were required to have students rank and order the events they wanted to go in if they were to qualify in multiple events. So you heard a couple of names more than one time in a qualifying position. So we'll do those deferrals in a second. Also, if you applied for a spot in Big Questions debate, the rule from the NSDA is if you qualify in Big Questions debate, but also qualify in a main event, which is literally anything else, then you automatically defer out of that spot. So I'll give you a brief recap of the events that the qualifiers will stay the same. That way, if you hopped in late, you can go, oh crap, I did or did not qualify to nationals. So we have 6 events that will not change. So your qualifiers in DI are Danny Clough and Eric Patterson. In duo, Stegman and Tepley and Pryor and Quaney. In HI, Rachel Meyer and Ryan Ward. In Inform, Olivia Medrano and Jaden Hamilton Parker. In IX, Jacob Gernon and Omni Peng Johnson. And in LD, Kaylin Sorton and Eden Marstall. Everything else has some form of deferral in there, which causes a domino effect. So I will try my best to explain each one. In policy, we had one of our national qualifying entries decline their spot, which moved the first alternates of Trinity Brockman and Sam DeLong from Manhattan into a qualifying position. In the House, Trinity Brockman has preferred the policy entry, moving Sean McConnell from, I think, Hayden into a qualifying spot. However, Sean has preferred another event, making Elias Mosier from Seaman the sixth qualifier in the House. In the Senate, Omni Pang Johnson defers his Senate entry to a spot in international extent, moving Sam DeLong into a qualifying position. However, Sam DeLong already has qualified in policy. Therefore, the first alternate in the House, a name I did not read off, Shane McCullum from Seaman, will qualify in the Senate as your second qualifier. In oration, Marcel Pryor prefers duo over oration, making your second national qualifier in oration McKenna Moten from Shawnee Heights. In poi, Elias Mosier defers their spot from poi for Congress. Eric Patterson also defers his spot for his qualification in dramatic interpretation. So your two new national qualifiers for poi are Peyton Sannon from Seaman and Shelton Burns from Shawnee Heights. In United States extemp, Caroline Little has deferred her spot in favor of Congress, placing Trinity Brockman in a qualifying position. However, Trinity qualified in policy, making your second national qualifier in United States extemp Olivia Cook from Washburn Rural. In big questions debate, each of the top 4 placements are all ineligible to attend in big questions because they qualified in a main speech event. So your new national qualifier in big questions debate is Yvonne Canizales Panuco from Topeka High School. The last thing we'll talk about is World Schools debate. Our entries are decided through coach nominations. We can have a maximum of 10 students on the team, and the World Schools coaches, which are Bear and Rog, will create 2 5-person teams. We currently have 9 filled spots, and when I emailed coaches on Tuesday night, one of those nights this week, I don't know what my days are anymore, I've sent out a solicitation email to go about filling the 10th and final spot for the team. So, in alphabetical order, the 9 members of the World Schools debate team are Cade Blendon from Topeka High School, Bella Eisenbarth from Hayden, Katie Jones from Topeka High School, Kushal Mamilapalli from Topeka High School, Sean McConnell from Hayden, Abdullah Rashid from Manhattan, Eleanor Smith from Topeka West, Madison Sugg from Seaman, and Kendra Umscheid from Topeka West. Congratulations to everybody that qualified. Coaches, on Thursday, I will send you an email about registration information, and since we make the offer at Topeka High School to do some summer preparation, I doubt we'll be able to do a lot of it in person. So I'll send out some information on if you're interested in doing some digital collaboration, how we can do some stuff. Thank you for tuning in. Everybody be safe, stay healthy, and enjoy the end of your virtual learning period. If anybody has any questions or wants an event repeated, you can throw it into the chat. And if I don't see any new questions pop in, then I'll turn it all the way off. Nobody? Alrighty. Thank you for checking into my closet. I would tell you to click like and subscribe, but as you've seen, I have not done anything on this channel in quite some years. So if you want to like and subscribe to something else, then you can find my comic book YouTube channel and watch what it's like to see a 36-year-old man slowly lose his mind during the course of a quarantine. But thank you for coming in. Have a good day.